Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. And getting straight into it today with Mauro Icardi. Now, lots of reports around today in the Italian media that Mauro Icardi's wife, who's also his agent, Wanda Nara, is apparently supposed to be having a meeting with Arsenal to discuss the transfer of Mauro Icardi to Arsenal. It's been reported by Corriere dello Sport in Italy. It's actually on the front page of their newspaper. And they claim that Arsenal are willing to offer him €6 million a year for the contract, and that a transfer would cost something between 45 to 50 million euros to secure Mauro Icardi for Arsenal. Now, I've said before, Icardi would be a good signing for Arsenal. He is a goal scorer, a real poacher of a striker. We all know the drill. We need a striker desperately. And Mauro Icardi is one of those emerging strikers that I think over the next couple of years could become a real main force. It's really conflicting because, of course, Inter Milan really want to hold on to him. He was their star player, their captain. They don't want to lose him, but there's been so much stuff coming out from his agent, which of course is his wife, which means, you know, you can't get no closer to him than that. That it's a really intriguing one. Is she just trying to push for a better contract for Mauro Icardi at Inter Milan? And, you know, we've seen it so many times for him to get a brand new contract there at the club. Or does she genuinely want to move? And do Arsenal genuinely want to move? But we've been, you know, these reports are all over the Italian media today that she's going to be meeting with Arsenal. And they seem, in that paper, Corriere dello Sport, they seem to think that this is a move that could definitely happen. So let's wait and see what happens with that. A move that's starting to look, though, that is going to be dead is the one for Alvaro Morata. Now, Morata, as we know, he was at Juventus last season, but Real Madrid, pretty cunningly and smart with their dealing on this. They put in this deal where they could buy him back for only, I think it's a 20 odd million, which they have done. Now, the rumours were that they were going to then sell him on straight away to the highest bidder, basically. But it's starting to look like they're going to keep him. They want to keep him at the club. Zinedine Zidane is a fan of his, and he was in a press conference, and these are his quotes. He said about Alvaro Morata, he said, "He's another member of this team. He's back, and I'm happy to have him. He's an academy product who knows what Real Madrid is, and truthfully we are. And me above all, I'm happy to have him with us. Later we'll see." And then he goes on to say, "We've got a large squad and all the players will be important. Alvaro will be one of the team." So that seems to suggest that Zinedine Zidane, anyway, wants to keep Alvaro Morata in the team. Remember, as I said, they've got those three main killer players up front of Ronaldo, Bale, Benzema. Two of those players in Ronaldo and Bale featured, you know, right literally to the end of the tournament in the Euros, so they may not start the season. So having Morata there could be very important for Real Madrid. Does Morata want to stay in a team where he's not always going to start? It is Real Madrid. He is an academy youth product, and if they want him, he may stay. But it's starting to look like Morata, who was, from everything I was told right at the start of the window, Arsenal's #1 priority striker who they wanted to sign. It looks like it doesn't seem like he's going to be going anywhere. Carlos Bacca again today, linked with Arsenal. We're being told that AC Milan are waiting on Arsenal to make a bid in the region of about £26 million. They'd like to sell him to Arsenal because obviously they feel they'll probably get a bit more cash out of Arsenal, and they feel that the player would be much more willing to move to Arsenal. Bacca's been out there saying that he wouldn't mind moving to Atletico Madrid. It seems to be sort of his dream move, but they haven't come in for him yet. West Ham are interested, but Bacca wants Champions League football. Arsenal, of course, do have that. 29 now. He has got a great goal scoring record, but 29 years of age. Again, let's wait and see what happens with this one, the Colombian international. But Carlos Bacca being linked again very heavily with Arsenal. One move that could be completed today, it's been reported in the Bolton News that Rob Holding will sign for Arsenal today, or it will be announced today. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Bolton apparently wanted to have him back on loan for a season, but Arsenal have said no, so it's going to be very interesting to see what Arsenal's plans are for Rob Holding. Is he going to be in the first team, or will he be out on loan maybe in a higher division? Because remember, Bolton got relegated to League One last season. But it's looking increasingly likely like that deal for Rob Holding is going to get tied up. Certainly will be tied up sometime this week. And Kalidou Koulibaly, who's a centre-back that's been highly in demand, been linked very heavily to Arsenal. Now, it's been reported today that Koulibaly has been offered to Arsenal for £38 million. Goal.com reporting that. Not exactly sure what their source is, but they're saying that Koulibaly has been offered to Arsenal for £38 million. £38 million is a lot of money for a centre-back. He is good. He is a very good centre-back. He is a centre-back that I'd like to see coming at Arsenal. But then, interestingly, yesterday I was reading that Per Mertesacker is set to be made the captain of Arsenal. So that seems, if he's going to be made the captain, obviously there's no plans to sell Mertesacker. And then if you bring in somebody like Koulibaly, what, your captain sits on the bench all the time? Are we looking to bring in a centre-back apart from Rob Holding? I really don't know. I think Koulibaly would be an excellent signing for Arsenal. Koulibaly alongside Koscielny. We've got to start looking to the future as well in this position. All right, I suppose you could say your Rob Holdings and Callum Chambers are your sort of future guys, but they're very young. In this division, you need a solid, experienced defenders and ones that can go straight in. And I'm not sure, if Callum Chambers or Rob Holding is that. Per Mertesacker, we've seen, has been good over the years, but he's starting to get a bit older now. Gets done for pace a lot. Is he the answer? I would certainly love to see Koulibaly come in, but who knows? Let's get into some of what you guys had to say. Thanks for everybody who's been sending those videos. Keep them coming in, but this is what you guys have had to say.
This is Malik speaking from Saudi Arabia. I think who we really need to sign is a world-class striker. Higuain is the best option available now, and if it doesn't happen, Lacazette is a good option as well.
Hi Robbie, I think Arsenal should go for Alexander Lacazette. He may be young, but he's got potential to be world class, and he's much cheaper than Higuain.
Hi Robbie from arsenalfantv, this is Matt from Islington. I think we should go all out to get Lacazette because he has what it takes to be a world class striker, and Koulibaly because he could be the next Sol Campbell.
So there you have it. Thanks for the video comments. If you want to send in a video comment, the link is below to send those in. Remember, no longer than about 10 seconds. Send those in to me, and the best ones will get featured on the show. Don't forget to check out a brand new video that I've done on the Man Like Robbie channel called Transfer X. Talks about the 10 most expensive signings of the Premier League so far. You may be surprised that Arsenal are quite high up in that league, all right, even though, we've only really bought one major player. But check out that video, 10 most expensive signings of the Premier League so far. Thanks for watching the show, and we're going to be back around about the same time tomorrow.
It's a common question that everybody was asking. Tell Santi, does he know if any more strikers are coming in? That's what everybody's asking.